Hello everybody, this is BoatsDon'tSink here with another weekly Weiss, not on Friday this time because I've missed the last couple weeks and need to catch up. Apologies for that, it's been a little crazy for me with schoolwork, events, etc. But that means that we have a lot of tournament results to cover since a number of BCS events have happened since the last time I did one of these, a couple weeks ago. So of course we are going to be talking about the Bushiroad Championship Series 2022. We have more tournament results, and we also have some updated information on the promos for the World Championship, which is exciting. We'll also be talking about some more news that we got for the power-up sets. We now have like product images of those with what all they'll contain, so we can take a look at that as well. Starting off with the BCS 2022 results. First up is Mexico City, which we had covered in the past, but we're missing a lot of the results. We now have all top 8 lists from Mexico City. So taking a look at that, we already knew that 8 Standby Mushoku Tensei got first, and that Attack on Titan got second, as well as the Kaguya-sama in the top 8. Quick reminder that this is before the ban list went into effect. This regional happened on October 9th. So these Mushoku Tensei lists are unrestricted and able to play both the Ghislaine 2-2 and the Rudius 2-1 backup. So we see 2 of those in top 8. The Kaguya-sama as well, since this was before the restriction list update, this is actually restricted Kaguya-sama, so it did not have access to freely using the runner. Third place, we have Draw Choice Stayed Alive, just playing the Toka 1-0 combo from set 1 with the Kurumi Extra Booster combo, and it's splashing into green for Basic Realizer. We also see another Stayed Alive in top 8 playing Choice Standby, something a little more traditional, using the Kotori 1-0 and the Kurumi 3-2, also with the Basic Realizer event as just a defensive counter. Fourth place, we have another Attack on Titan list, this time playing the Aaron level 1 combo from Volume 2 alongside the Aaron Titan finisher. It does seem that most of these lists that have been topping are favoring the Aaron Titan finisher over the others, I think just due to how low on resource cost it is. Since you don't need to pay any additional stock, you can use that for things like early play healers. The last deck rounding out the top 8 is a Danmachi build, the pretty typical just comeback gate Danmachi lists. The next regional that we have is Sydney. So this was the first AO region event of the season, I believe. We have, I take that back. We did have the, we had one other because it had all the Tokyo Revengers list in top 8. This is the second AO event of the season. This one is post-restriction list, so Mushoku Tensei here is restricted. The winning list chose to play the Rudius rest counter instead of the Ghislaine 2-2. Second place, we have unrestricted Kaguya-sama, now being able to play the runner alongside either the drop search or the Riki. Obviously choosing the drop search here for the synergies with the finisher. Third place, we have Kanata Marine Hololive, taking another top. It's done pretty well this season and continues to do so, as you can see by 5th through 8th, also just being 4 more Kanata Marines. And fourth place, the shocking deck to make it into the top cut here, Shot Stock Soul Gurren Lagann, which they actually streamed this event, so if you were watching that, you get to see Gurren Lagann play their top 8 game against one of the Kanata Marine decks, and stick some crazy amounts of damage, we'll just put it that way. It's playing just the on-reverse search combo at level 1 and the stock soul for a level 2 combo that gives cancel burns to your board, and using early play heals and the fusion package to get out the combined Gurren Lagann 3-2 as just like a mid-game plan, and a little bit of finisher plan as well. Next we have the Leeds regional in the UK. Have pretty diverse top 8 here. First place being 8 Standby Quintuplets, a deck which I think people make out to be a lot more dominant than these results would show. It seems that like not a lot of these regionals actually have really featured an overwhelming amount of 8 Standby Quintuplets in the top 8s outside of like 1 or 2 events. Part of that, from what I understand, in like the AO regions, it's pretty hard to get the Quintuplets cards. Not many people have actually been able to build the deck as easily as they could just build things like Hololive. I'm not sure if that's also the case in Europe. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Hard to say. But it did get first place here. Second place, a Choice Treasure Bang Dream build. A little unusual, but it is still playing the Nanami 1-0 combo and the Choo Choo early play package. So it has that same shell that most of these decks are looking at. It's just playing green to splash the layer finisher instead of playing either like Mashiro or Lisa. Which is kind of good in the current meta. I believe layer turns off event cards during her attack. So it beats like the minus soul counter in quintuplets and things like that. It's just a discard 2, deal 2 on attack, I believe. Or maybe on reverse, and then you get to look at the top card of your opponent's deck and either leave it or mill it, I want to say. I'm not super familiar with the card, but it is a green level 3 combo on Treasure with an on-play search effect, so it's very easy to just tri-field these. Similar to Lisa, but a little stock heavier. The third place deck is Watame Marine. Not something we've seen as much of this season. Most people tend to prefer the Coronet combo over Watame, but same idea nonetheless. Fourth place, we have Comeback Choice Attack on Titan, once again playing the Aaron Titan finisher, just with the red level 1 game. In the 5th through 8th slots, we have another Choice Standby Data Live, this time not playing the basic Realizer and instead opting for early play healers. In our 5th year, we have a second Choice Comeback Hololive, once again just playing Watame into Marine. We have a dual lane Tokyo Revengers making its first appearance in a little while, and a Love Live Sunshine, which is also something we haven't really seen this season, playing the pretty standard stock soul comeback build, just using the on-reverse salvage combo at level 1 to set up the Mirai ticket package with the early play Chica and Yo at level 2. Next we have Bayamón, Puerto Rico. So this was the smallest event we've had so far this season. This was only 10 players. So take these results with a grain of salt, probably, considering this is 8 out of the 10 players in the event right here. But first place was Kanata Marine Hololive, once again. And second place, 8 standby quintuplets. So 2 of the really big decks in the format that you'd be looking at both get first and second. So actually not super surprising on the results there. Third place, we have Gate Draw Slime, something we've seen a little bit of here and there. Fourth and one of our top 8 spots are both 8 standby Mushoku Tensei, even past the restriction list. Both of these are actually opting to play the 2-2 Ghislaine instead of the rest counter. We also have a 7 Deadly Sins in top 8, playing the comeback for both the Elaine level 1 and Bond level 3 combos, as well as the choice for the Meliodas level 3 combo. We have an 8 comeback Attack on Titan, pretty similar to what we've seen in the other Attack on Titan lists, but opting for the Sasha finisher instead, and playing the Gabby Icy Tail healer that you can summon out off of it. And a Danmachi list playing the Ice early play, so one of the 2 common variants of that build, just playing slightly heavier into yellow. The last regional we have to look at is Manila, Philippines. This one that happened this weekend, I believe, so we don't actually have 100% confirmation on these lists. From what I have seen people posting, these are at least the climax lineups. We don't know 100% say if like the 5th through 8th place Kanata Marines are actually playing Miko level 1 or not. I'm assuming they are because 99% of the ones we've seen so far have been. The 1st through 4th, the deck log codes have been posted on Twitter by Bushiroad, so those should be completely accurate. Kaguya-sama in 1st place, Kanata Marine in 2nd place, Coronet Marine playing the memory package for the Polka Healers in 3rd, and Watame Rusha in 4th place. Pretty standard like Rusha package build, just opting to play Watame instead of Coronet. The 5th through 8th spots are the ones that are a little iffier. Based on what I've seen everyone else saying, it seems like it's 2 Kanata Marine, 1 Kanata Aqua. I've just included the helmet there as the 3rd image because I really have no idea what this is going to be playing at level 1. It could be like Lunas and Rushas. It could be red for Miko still. Hard to say. But I assume helmet's in there nonetheless because it's a Kanata deck, right? So Kanata Aqua there, just playing probably gate triggers over the comebacks for the ability to loop Kanata a little more easily by getting climaxes back. And then our last 5th through 8th spot is a Korone Rusha build, similar to the one in 4th, just opting for the Korone combo instead of Otome. So, tons of Hololive there. 7 out of the top 8 getting being filled by Hololive. Upcoming events. This weekend we have both the Vancouver event. This weekend, in like 7 days or whatever. We have both the Vancouver event in Canada and the Rome event in Italy. So those will both be interesting to see. This is the first North America one in a little while. And there's actually not another one for about another month afterwards. And I think we're getting close to the end of Europe's list of events as well with the Italy regional. Other news about BCS 2022, they have updated the Worlds information page with the promos for the World Championship. Everyone that shows up at the World Championship, whether you're playing in the World Finals or just there to do free play and stuff, everyone that goes will get the Team Avatar promo. This is the first card that we have seen from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is just a 003,000 vanilla, as most of the promos like this have been lately, looking at like the Chainsaw Man promo, the Attack on Titan final season promo, etc. So not too surprising there, but we do get to see that this is a Weiss side set, which was kind of expected. Set code is ATLA, kind of also expected, and the trait is World of Avatar. So we don't know if this is going to be, you know, the main trait for the set, but it does seem to point in a direction where this is going to be a set where sort of just like everyone has the same trait. So it's a very generic set where you're not having to like worry about mixing and matching traits very much, which to me is a bit weaker on flavor, but it does also mean that the set is likely to be a little stronger than ones that might have to mess around with traits. We've already seen what can happen with sets like Mob Psycho when that happens. And even sometimes in Attack on Titan, you feel it a little bit with the difference between Core and Eldian on like the old cards, where some of your effects can't search the other. For the free fight, we'll be getting the Bear Plushie Ankimo promo. This was a promo given out at the Hololive Super Expo, I believe, earlier this year in Japanese, and it just hasn't come to English yet, so this is how we're getting that. I believe after this, we're only missing, like, magazine promos and the Achan promo for Hololive, and we'll have pretty much everything else. Cards not super important. None of the ones that we're really missing are, but it's an interesting, just, like, removal card. The promo that the World's competitors will be receiving for participating in the World Finals is the level 1 Busy Daily Life Toru and Ururu and Miss Kobayashi. This is a 1-0 promo in Japanese that we haven't had announced, I don't believe, for any other form of release in English, which as of now means that this card is exclusive to Worlds qualifiers. I do think that's pretty likely to change. I imagine this will end up being the promo for the Title Cup. It seems very odd to me that they would make the mistake of giving like Worlds exclusive cards again, like the Card Captor Sakura one. So I would expect to see this as the Title Cup promo for Kobayashi. Maybe even the December shop promo, since we've kind of fallen a little bit behind on shop promos, to where the November one is going to be a Sayakano promo, which released last weekend, October. But we'll see. I expect it to get released some other way, but we don't have that announced quite yet. Pretty good card, actually, that fits into decks, I think. And the World Champion, the first place player at the World Finals, will receive a stamped copy of the Hololive 0th Generation event from the trial deck. I'm a little disappointed that this card doesn't have the transparent text box that, like, the participation one does, or that the regional champion promos do. I don't know how that got lost in design. This was apparently approved for licensing, like, before anyone realized that, and, you know, as a result, they just weren't able to change it in time. Hopefully will be fixed moving forward. I like that it's a Hololive card. I think there's an issue with Hololive cards in general being these promos, just because there's so many girls, and everyone's gonna like different girls. So like, even if you're a Hololive fan, you might not like Gen Zero. So it makes it a little bit bittersweet there. But it's at least, it's an existing card. It's not gonna be exclusive to the World Champion. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't have minded like just a vanilla Shioko, right, that the World Champion gets with like this season's Shioko art. I think that would have been cool too, but either way, this is a promo that the World Champion will get, and I'm personally looking forward to winning it so that I can put it in my Roboco waifu deck. So, yeah, there you go. We also have seen the playmat that all Worlds competitors will be receiving. This is for Vanguard and Weiss. It's the Shioko for this season, with the Vanguard circle on the left, and then the fleur-de-lis for Weiss on the right. And just a nice two-tone black and white color scheme. The gold highlights looks really nice, like with Shioko's hair and stuff. Super clean playmat. This is probably my favorite Worlds playmat design that they've done so far, alongside maybe the Throne Shioko one. So really excited to be seeing these in person. Lastly, I want to talk about the power-up sets. We got a little bit more information about it. First off, a release date. It'll be releasing on March 10th, 2023. That'll be all 3 of the power-up sets releasing on that date. First up is the Kill la Kill one, which we can see the images of the storage box, the deck box, and the top loader now. The deck boxes are the same as the ones released in Japanese for the power-up set. The difference is just that we are getting a top loader instead of a pack of sleeves, which I know does have many people very upset about that, myself included. If they can give us sleeves for supply sets and the Data Bullet surprise set, I don't see why they can't give us sleeves here. Like, I would definitely be willing to pay a little bit more to get the sleeves, especially when some of these sets, like Log Horizon and Kill la Kill, have very few officially licensed sleeves out there to begin with. But we can see the card contents. There are the 8 cards that did come in the power-up set in Japan, along with the 4 promos. For Kill la Kill, we'll be getting the 2 promos that released alongside the power-up set. We will be getting the 1 yellow level 1 promo that released with the booster that we never got in English. They're also reprinting the Box Topper Ryuko level 0, which is a runner effect. It's a 0025 that runs to the middle position, I believe. For the Haruhi one, once again, top loader, deck box, storage box. The 8 cards that were from the power-up set, we are getting, again, the 2 promos that released alongside the power-up set. We're getting a reprint of the Wedding Dress Nagato box topper, which I believe is on play pay to heal. That was a card we've already gotten in English as a box topper, as I said. And the 4th card we're getting is actually not a promo at all, but we're getting the... it looks like they've translated it as Faded World, maybe. It's a pretty short card name. This is the event that was previously banned in Japanese and got removed from the English set upon release. So we are finally getting that now. Hopefully a way to get some more card advantage in the deck and raise the power level of it a little bit. I'm still not super hopeful, but hopefully it'll help out some. Lastly, we have Log Horizon. So this is a similar situation. You've got the 8 promos, top loader, deck case, storage box. For this one, we're getting a reprint of the 2-1 Akatsuki promo, which has already released in English as a promo. So that one might be a little harder to get than some of the other reprints here. And then the other 3 that we're getting are the 3 promos that we never got in English, one of which released alongside the power-up set, and the other 2 released alongside the extra booster. So for both Kill la Kill and Log Horizon, I believe we now have all of their promos in English once these release. Haruhi is still missing a number, but nothing super important for the decks, I don't believe. And with that, thank you for watching. This has been Weekly Weiss for the first time in more than a week, unfortunately. I'll try to get back on doing these regularly, starting either Friday if we get some information, or the next week with regionals results for Vancouver and Rome if we don't get anything during the week. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at BoatsDon'tSink. You can check out our store, Iron City Games, on Facebook or at ironcitygames.tcgplayerpro.com, where we have singles for all recent sets. So feel free to check those out. We appreciate any support. And thank you for watching. We will see you next time.